I think this is newsworthy enough and so unusual that I think the news media would be interested in this, that you'd have all of us FOIA'd.
And it's the right of the public. But I think that it's super important in this day and age. We're so quick to be nasty to somebody else. We're so quick to point a finger. We're so quick to throw somebody under the bus and, to be a keyboard warrior or run our mouth without having the appropriate information, that I think it's super important to make sure that we are informed and we have the truth. I can agree with you or disagree with you on any given issue, but for me, that's the most important thing, is that we're starting from facts, we're starting from what the truth is, and then we can go from there. So to me, the fact that we have board members that have been publicly, either tonight or on social media recently, conveying a lot of mistruths is really sad to me, because then you have people that come that are upset about what's going on, and rightfully so, because they don't have the truth. They have the information that they've been given. But I think it's very important that we have the facts here about this, because the other thing that was brought up is that we didn't follow policy, that we're not following the rules. And the rules were that we have to have the staff create the list. First of all, it's not what the policy says. It says superintendent. So if we're going to be sticklers for words, the superintendent did not create the list. The assistant superintendent did. And that's no offense to the assistant superintendent or how they break up roles, but if we're going to be sticklers and say you got to go with every word, then go with every word. But aside from that, it doesn't say that we are bound by that list. It says they are proposing a list. Well, if you are bound to go with whatever list of any topic that is proposed, what is the purpose of a board voting? What is the purpose of having discussion? Why would this be any kind of representative democracy in any kind of way? There'd be no point. It would just be the people that are appointed to those positions doing all the work. So it brings me to the concerns about getting FOIA'd shook somebody up, and to be very upset that they can't be zoomed in to a meeting when most municipalities are, being willing to take a risk that is unconstitutional because the other municipalities are doing it. To be worried that you have to word everything just right. You shouldn't have to worry about that because you didn't think people would ever see the emails you're doing on behalf of the township. I'm concerned about that because FOIA has been a law since long before I came on the board. Open Meetings Act has been in place long before I came on the board. The Constitution certainly has been in place longer than any of us have been on this board. So to say that we should be afraid of what the people will find out about our communications, to suggest that somebody who, my husband or not, I was actually mad. I'm going to be honest. I was mad when my husband submitted that FOIA. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Now I'm going to get blamed for crap. Thanks. I haven't even seen the results of the FOIA. I don't know anything about it other than he did it. He submitted it. So I knew what was going to happen though. So for me to get blamed for that is ridiculous. But he has every right to make a FOIA. So do you, so do you, so do you. Even you that doesn't live here, you have a right to make a FOIA if you want to know anything about what's going on here, because this is the United States of America, and this is the people. You're right, ma'am. The people work for you. We work for you. If you can't see our communications, then how do we work for you? You have every right to see what we have. And if somebody's afraid of disclosing their communications to the public, that means they're doing something wrong. And if they're saying, well, other municipalities are doing these Zoom meetings, so I'm willing to risk that it's unconstitutional or illegal, I'm not okay with that. I very clearly laid out the law and the Constitution, and it is not okay to violate the law. It's not okay to violate the Constitution just to be comfortable, or just because that's what you want to do, or just because the other townships are doing it. So I'm really concerned that we're going to make a statement about, well, I just don't feel comfortable being at these meetings anymore without an attorney. If that's the judge we're going to go by, that's the measure we're going to go by, is whether you're comfortable, then we have long surpassed that. But no matter what, it shouldn't be about whether we're comfortable. It should be about transparency. It should be about fiscal responsibility. It should be about answering to the citizens. So, does it make me uncomfortable that we have people that came here and said that I have the abuse of power because my road ended up getting done? Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I disagree with it. He has every right to be here and say that, though, because that is the system of government we have. And if he wants to FOIA and maybe he already did, I don't know, get any communications that have been on this issue or whatever he wants about that, he has every right to do that. And I'm not afraid of that, and I shouldn't be afraid of that. So I am really disgusted that we're not going to follow the law, we're not going to follow the Constitution, and we're going to attack people who question when it's on the other side. When you're getting questioned, then it's not okay. So, speaking of unity, yeah, I would love to have some unity. There's been a lot of discussions here where I have been dumbfounded that we've had votes. I've been the no vote, the one no vote on several issues. And I've walked away going, oh my gosh, how am I the only no vote on that? But it is what it is. So, for us to somehow go to the level, though, of personal attacks, for us to resort to commenting on Facebook posts with things that are not accurate, to sow division, instead of having things be in the open forum and have courtesy and respect, that's where we're going to have problems. This is not going to get any better. So, to me, if you're afraid of FOIA, you need to stop doing what you're doing. If you're not willing to come to a public meeting and answer to the public, then you need to not be on the board. We need to make sure that we are telling the truth to people. We need to make sure that we are being courteous, even if you do not like the other people on the board. I'm not going to run out on social media and undercut whatever recommendations Jim might have wanted on XYZ projects because I thought it was a stupid decision. Nope, I have my piece out here in this room, in this setting, and that's it. And then we need to move forward with the decisions that we've made. But then to say we also need to have an attorney here, there are 2 attorneys here, but guess what? It doesn't take an attorney to read the Constitution, and it doesn't take an attorney to read the law. That's not what this country is designed to be like. This is not an oligarchy. We the people that are supposed to be in charge. So if we the people can't discuss the legal requirements, if we the people are at all concerned about it, let me put it this way. Every single time that you guys have voted in favor of doing something that was blatantly illegal, and you just said, well, I just feel like you're wrong. No one has ever been able to pull up the statute and just say, this is the point right here. Every single time that I have been concerned about something, I've had it pulled up and I have been trying to have the discussion. So why don't we actually do our homework and read the laws? If you have questions ahead of time, then ask someone. Ask an attorney if you want to. But don't sit there and say that we have to bring in some third attorney to pay more money when we already have $35,000 budgeted for legal in this department and $5,000 budgeted for legal in this department. It's something like $65,000 is what we have budgeted for legal already, which is insane. We just need to do the right thing and be willing to work for the people. So from now on, I'm asking you guys to do the right thing. You can disagree with me all you want, but I'm asking you to treat me with respect, and I'm asking you to not lie or give out misinformation to people, or even further, somebody else's misinformation, because it does not serve our community in one way, shape, or form. Thank you.